Alright, you YouTubers, this is Dave here again. As you can see, I've made a little extra bit that goes on the front of the fire so I can chuck in lumps of wood. So I'm still burning pellets, but I've got wood in as well. So that's what that bit's for. Right. So there's a little shoe there, look. That slides down. Bits of wood drop in, so you get an extra burn, and so it's giving extra heat. So give you a quick temperature reading. Right, there we are, 416, 415. There we are, look, you can see the temperature. That's what she's burning at. That's quite hot enough for me. The other thing that I did do, which I've just sorted out, I actually cut a hole in the top of the bit there where that fan is, underneath there. I cut a hole in that section to have a look after last year to see if there was any soot in there. When I took it off, I was really surprised. It was absolutely clean. So that works out pretty good. Now, I had a couple of people ask for a new drawing. So this is my latest drawing of the fire. So it's basically in an exploded view. So you'll have to bear with me when I get this thing right. There we are. So you should be able to understand that. Now, the top part where it says 300, if you take, when you do the cutouts, and you're left with a piece of metal that you've cut out, that welds on each end to make the blanks. The same down the bottom here. When you cut this piece here, there's a hole there. When you cut that hole, you take that piece there and put it on the end. This end you don't need to worry, because you're going to have two blanks out of there, one there and one there, and then you're going to put the grill in there for the second burn chamber. So that's quite explicit. 500mm end to end. This one is exactly the same height, 500mm, but there's a cut out there, so you cut that square out. That is for your flue to go on. You can have it on this side or the other side, doesn't make any difference which way round you use it. And there's your feed tube, 500mm. So that's just a straight tube cut, welded straight on the top. So there's a hole there and there's a hole there. This one here is your bottom. That is welded on the bottom of there, and then you put a slider in the bottom so you can clean the ash out, or you can put an ash pan on like I did. So that's really quite simple. And if you want to make it a bigger system, all you've got to do is just add to the measurements. The one that you need to know is that one there. So you take the square, that is 100mm, multiply it by 4, and that gives you that measurement between the two, the feed tube and the riser. It's not that difficult. So you should be able to understand it from this. You shouldn't have any more problems. This should make it quite easy for you to understand. And if you look down onto this one, you can see the ash pan I made at the bottom there. There it is there, look. So you can just make a slider and put it in there like that. That's simple enough, isn't it? So there we are. Right. So that's the upgrades. And now the other upgrade that I am going to do, which is something quite new, and I haven't drawn it. Oh, sorry, excuse the camera jumping about a bit, because I was doing something else. Right, there we are. Now, I'm going to do an upgrade in the burner tube. And what it is, get me red pen, where's my red pen? I'm going to put in, I've just managed to go and get the pipe for it. So, this is what we're going to do. Up here, the pipe is going to come. This is 1/2" gas barrel out there, threaded back there like that. So that will be in the hole of the frame. So when looking at it when it's finished, will be like this, like that, threaded there, threaded there. So then there'll be a piece of flat bar there, another piece of flat bar there. That is so that you get, when the flame comes along, it will give you a heat exchange across there. So that will get hot, and that one will get hot, and that will transfer to the water inside the pipe there. So that is the next modification, and the reason for that is I reckon you'll get more heat out of that than you will out of the one. Well, you still get a fair bit. I'm not taking the other bit away, but this is what I'm going to use. So that's the pipe I'm using, and funny enough, this pipe, when I went and got it, this is called medium weight mild steel pipe, and the best part about this was, which you could do, this is just for somebody else to understand if you want to do it. Put your tubes through, weld them in, and look at that. That slides in there. So you could put that there. If you wanted to, you can make your heat exchanger in copper. So you can just weld them straight in and then slide in your copper inside. But this is medium weight. So I don't know if that's going to help you. It's just something different, another way of doing the same thing. And I thought, right, well that's got to be easy for some people to make. So that's all that is. So that's medium weight, and we're just showing you another way of making the same heat exchanger but cheaper. And so you could weld it in. You could also make it easy yourself because you want to replace it at any time. Just cut the copper pipe off and put a new bit in, or add to it. So that's what I was doing. So I hope you understand all that. This is Dave signing off. Don't forget the bits at the bottom. Hit the thumbs up, the likes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn that bell on, because we will show you some new stuff in the future. So I hope this is going to help you all. It's all experimental, but as you experiment, you get better at things, and you make it run nicely. So there we are. There's the wood burning in the tube. So this is Dave signing off. Catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.